Hey guys, Multiclassic Gamer here. Welcome back to more SuperSponge. Okay, so I'm gonna be straight up transparent with you guys on this. I am post-commentating this episode, but for today we're taking on Level 2 of Chapter 2, to the thermal tunnels into the center of the Earth to get a loofah. Yeah, still in the center of the Earth, getting materials for kelp cream and a facial.
SpongeBob, I got an extra balloon for my birthday. Want it? Ooh, you're floating away. Hey, where'd my balloon go? SpongeBob!
Yep, we get to see Patrick in game. Besides on
Bubbles! Hey, I wonder if I can jump on them.
as I was saying, we get to see Patrick outside of the game over screen for once. Yay! And also Bubbles. Okay, so that's two things I already talked about right away. So basically, Patrick, he introduces the balloon power-up, or balloon item, I mean, which we got first in the 6 clams level. 6 clams the big wheel. Basically, whenever you see a balloon throughout the levels, you can use it the same way you did in that 6 clams level, in which you, basically, your jumps become more floaty and you can jump higher, basically. And also, yes, this level introduced bubble platforms, or bubbles as platforms, I should say. Wow, way to jump into those spikes there. But yeah, sometimes throughout this level, you'll see bubbles rising up from from a random platform, and you can basically stay on them, and they'll take you up to a higher spot. And also, we have to return the coral blower in this level. So yeah, I'll be using that to break down some walls. But overall, I will say that the thermal tunnels is actually not that bad of a level compared to what we dealt with recently, like the last level and some of the levels in Chapter 1. This one's really not that bad. I say that, and I still ran into a little bit of trouble in this level, which is actually kind of that's the thing about post-commentating. Is the advantage is I can tell you guys what kind of troubles I ran into later in the episode, and also, like, basically I can tell you about the levels as I go through them, like actually knowing what's going to happen and whatnot. But I guess the downside is that I don't react to the fails as much, but that's about it. But yeah, it allows me to also, like, play the game better, which is basically the whole reason I decided to post-commentate this episode, because I just felt like it was necessary for me to actually, be able to do 2 levels in the episode, because we need to catch up, because we only did 1 level in the last episode, and so at some point probably gonna have to do 3 levels in 1 episode to catch up or something, but basically I wanted to do more than just 1 level per episode, so I just felt this is probably the best way to do it. But yeah, once again, thermal tunnels is not that bad, but the second level I take on this episode, that's a whole nother story, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I know it seems like I'm still having trouble anyways, but trust me, this is still not anywhere near as frustrating as, previous levels I took on. So, anyways, I have other stuff to talk about in this episode as well, and which makes it even better, the fact that I'm post-commentating, so I can actually talk about other stuff, outside the game, but still play not as bad as I would have if I was live commentating, trying to talk about other stuff. So, first of all, this Thursday, 4 days from today, today's Sunday as you guys are watching this, and Thursday is August 1st, and as I mentioned several times before, August 1st is the launch of my Patreon page. And basically what that means is you guys have the opportunity to get yourselves mentioned in my videos, and see videos early. Basically, if you donate $1 a month, you'll be able to see videos immediately as I upload them. You won't have to wait until their scheduled release. If you donate $5 a month, you'll get text shout-outs at the end of every video. Basically, I'll have credits at the end of each video, giving thanks to Patreon sponsors. And if you donate $5, you'll get mentioned in those credits. And now if you donate $10, the $10 is the 3rd tier, you will get your title in bold text, and not only that, but also I will actually mention you, like I'll mention your channel. Like I'll display all the $5 and $10 tiers, but I will also, like, specifically mention the $10 tiers, special thanks. In addition to that, also donating my Patreon will gain you access eventually to a Discord I'm actually going to be opening up as part of a, once we reach a goal. And also, yes, first death of the episode. Fortunately, this is the only time I die in this level, so that gives you a good hint as to how less stressful this level was overall. So yeah, $5 for text shoutouts, $10 for bold text shoutouts, and verbal shoutouts. But there's more. There's also, if you donate $25 a month, and this is very special. In addition to opening this Patreon, I'm also starting 2 new series on this channel. First of all, I'm going to start doing reactions. Now, you guys, some of you are probably aware that I have done reaction videos in the past. Both of those reaction videos, those were purely April Fool's videos. For some reason, I don't know if people were just being sarcastic in comments or not, but some people didn't seem to realize that those were April Fool's jokes, because they both came out on April Fool's Day. So they were just managed joke videos, they were not actual, reaction videos. But I will actually be starting a real reaction series. I'll be reacting to videos, and I will only react to videos that are requested by those people who donate $25. That's what the $25 tier is. If you donate $25, you can request a video for me to react to each month, or you can, you'll also have the option to request a game for me to demo, because I'm going to be starting weekly demos also. Because it'll just be a way for me to try out games and consider doing Let's Plays for them in the future. Obviously, the reason why the tier is a little higher is because of the fact that sometimes if I don't own a game already, I'm going to have to purchase it.
Now to find the mud pack. Off to those nasty acrid air pockets. Better make sure I'm nice and moist.
Nasty is a very, very understatement for Acrid Air Pockets, let me tell you. So yes, Acrid Air Pockets is the second level we're taking on this episode, and it is quite a doozy. This level is actually pretty short, but it is hell. Hell in a handbasket. I got 2 game overs from this one level, but I cut out most of it. This episode before cutting was 25 minutes, and now it's 17 minutes. Yeah, I cut 8 minutes of fails from this one level. And it starts at the very beginning with this boulder that comes straight down on you as you're trying to cross this gap. Yeah. Granted, they have a warning sign right in front of you when you start, but it's still like unexpected because you have a bombless pit right in front of you, so you're trying to work on crossing that. And with the way that, the slope is there, it's difficult to actually jump because you have to figure out, like, where can you jump from and whatnot. I don't know, it's just so many things wrong with this level, and the very start of it is the first thing. So basically, yeah, you get insta-killed by the boulder, too, which is another thing that hasn't happened before. There hasn't been any instant-kill stuff, like, other than, falling down bombless pits. I had golden spatulas, and I was still killed immediately by those boulders. So, yeah, we just started this level, and there's already a lot of BS going on here. Yeah, it's no advantage to post-commentating, so you guys don't have to hear me getting all frustrated at the game at the same time. But I guess maybe some of you would enjoy that, but, well, if you do, sorry, there's not going to be too much of that, except for me reminiscing on the frustration when I recorded this. Because, yeah, I was yelling a lot. I was yelling quite a bit. But yeah, in addition to the $25 tier, there's also finally the last one, which is $100 tiers. If you donate $100 to my channel, I will advertise and promote your channel in my videos. I will dedicate time to promoting your channel. As long as it's not a political channel, that's all I ask. That it doesn't have any political influence or whatever. I just want to keep politics on my videos, basically, because that's just something I'm not really into. It just causes, a lot of fuss and division in the comments, and that's not what I want in my videos. I don't want my videos to be all political. So, yeah. At any rate, those are basically all the tiers of amounts you can donate. Yep. Okay. So now we get to this jump right here. Oh my god. So basically you have to avoid those first sets of bubbles. Because if you jump from those, you'll immediately die because you get knocked down by the ceiling above you. So you have to jump from the ledge that comes before the first bubbles on that previous jump. Anyways, I've already moved on from that. And also, if you don't... Okay, so I guess I should also mention that if you donate $50 to my account, to my Patreon page, you can also request a Let's Play, and I will do it. It won't be immediately, but it's basically guaranteed that I will get to that game. And also, like, all tiers between 1 and 25 will actually contribute to that $50. So if, let's say you donate $25 for a couple months...
I can make bubbles! And what do you know? I can jump on them!
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah. So, if you donate $25 for 2 months, and you'll be able to request a Let's Play in addition to having the ability to request videos for me to react to and games to demo, so... Yeah. That's basically an overview of what the tiers are the final tiers are gonna be for the Patreon. So, anyways, Bubble Wands, yes. This is the first appearance of Bubble 1. We were first introduced to bubble platforms in the last level, thermal tunnels. And now here we have some more bubble platforms, but these ones, and that's not even talking about the ones that we're making now with the Bubble Wands, but yeah, we have bubble platforms early in this level, but those ones are actually only temporary. The ones that are, that don't move at all, unlike the ones in Accurate Air Pockets that went vertical. The ones we run into in this level are stationary. They do not move at all, but they will pop if you stay on them for like about, I think it's like 5 seconds or so. So, not only that, but also the bubbles that you make with the Bubble Wand are also temporary. Yes, they are platforms you can jump on, but they're temporary, so you have to keep that in mind. I don't know why they bother to have jellyfish floating around levels where you don't have the jellyfish net, but they do, so they're there to distract you. And on top of that, oh my god, this last segment of the level gave me so much trouble. This is what caused my second game over. Is this part of the level right here. Once again, I cut out like most of the deaths here, but even then, like I still got like 5 minutes of this episode left, so you can tell I had a lot of trouble with that segment. And each time I got a game over, I had to start over the entire level over from the beginning, so that's very frustrating too. It was just a mess. I yelled a lot when I was doing the earlier episodes of this Let's Play, as you guys know, but yeah, I did not have a fun time with this level. There's like 2 of these extra lives you can get up to if you use the bubble platforms at the right, you know, whenever you have like these openings above you. There's like 2 of them, 2 instances of that in this level after you get the bubble wands. But at this point, I just wanted to get to the end level because I was already really frustrated. So yeah, in addition to having these weird jellyfish-like enemies, they're not actually jellyfish, they're like squids, I think. So yeah, on top of having these tiny squids or whatever they are, you also have these stalactites or stalagmites. I don't remember which one it is that falls down, but yeah, you have these stalagmites or stalactites falling down right next to these enemies. Like seriously, could they have placed them like any jerkishly or any more jerkishly? I don't think so. Because now on top of avoiding the squid enemy, you have to avoid the stalactite while you're trying to, you know, make a bubble like that's basically what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make a bubble platform to jump over both obstacles, but like, how are you supposed to time it so that you don't get hit by one of them? I don't know, but that's the most BS part of this level is right here, is trying to get past all that. I always end up getting hit by the squid that either knocks me into the bottomless pit immediately, or knocks me on the platform that I'm not expecting it, so I move, and then I fall into the bottomless pit. You just can't win with this level. Not at the very end, that's for sure. But yeah, you can tell it's a very short level because they throw all the golden spatulas at you, like, just in a straight line, so... The fact that they give them all to you early, that means that you can tell it's a short level, but it's a very painful one at that. It's a short, painful level, and it's not at all a good substitute for the longer, less painful levels. I'd rather have those, honestly. And that's kind of what Thermal Tunnels was. It was a longer level, but it wasn't so stressful on me, so I enjoyed it more. But yeah, regardless, I don't know. This game just really frustrates me, and it's not as enjoyable as any 3D platformers, that's for sure. I would say this is more... I still have to say this is better than Plankton's Robotic Revenge because at least I'm not being bored to death. Plankton's Robotic Revenge, I just had trouble like staying awake when I was recording those episodes, like no joke. You know, that's part of the reason why one of the episodes when I recorded Plankton's Robotic Revenge, I was drunk. Because it made recording the episode more interesting to me, I guess. I don't know. So, I guess the other thing I want to talk about in this episode is that, well, actually, no, I don't want to talk about this yet, but let's just say I got some difficult times ahead of me, then we'll just leave it at that. Maybe a month from now, actually. But we'll get into that later. I don't want to get into, like, more depressing matters when we're already having trouble with this level anyways. I mean, like, obviously I'm not right now, because I'm recording this after the fact, but still. I guess we'll alleviate some of the stress by talking about some fun facts about the game, like the fact that it came out, obviously I told you guys before, this game was released November 5th, 2001. The GBA version was released November 8th. Reviews were mixed on the PS1 version at 68% on game rankings, but it received the Greatest Hits title. Or, like, yeah, it was re-released in the Greatest Hits collection for PlayStation 1. So obviously that would make you think that's on par with the Spyro trilogy and the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. But that's, honestly, I can't really agree with that. As you can see right there, we just had a cut. Yeah. I had a game over, and then I got all the way down to 0 lives again. So there was a big, major cut here. But this is actually the successful attempt right here that you're watching. So observe as I correctly cross this last hazard level. I make a bump platform, butt bounce on the squid type enemy, or avoid it. And there we go.
Ah! Now to find the false teeth. Only in the lava fields. Better pack some ice. It's gonna be a hot one.
Alright, so Lava Fields is the last level of Chapter 2. We'll be taking on next time here on SuperSponge. See you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.